All right, we're back with Mario Galaxy. It's time to do the crazy green star levels. Let's do the Rolling Gizmo Galaxy. Yeehaw!
Yeah. I don't know if you're gonna be that excited when you play it. I don't remember this level, but
it's the name that I'm
Gizmos, gears, and gadgets.
That's triggering the yeehaw.
That alliteration right there, boy. Oh yeah, you're gonna have fun with this one, Mike.
Oh man.
Oh yes.
I left my yeehaw juice at home.
Yeah, go ahead, get some of that gamer grease in your system, big dog, because you're gonna need it. Oh yeah, with this Pro Controller, he's gonna have real much fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, Mike. Hold on, let me.
You can't. Holding him in place is good. But like you will roll over those guys.
Nice. Oh yeah, you gotta go back and you gotta run into it to break it. And run back and then jump.
I think they put the ramp there just to mess with you.
There we go.
How is Mario causing this object to jump?
Because he's Super Mario. I remember when I first played this, I'm like, oh, the end of the level. Whew.
That's funny.
You're gonna be fine.
Oh, I don't know, dude.
Wait for it. Because it's gonna turn again.
All they need to do is put a purple coin mission in this. It'd be perfect.
If they did that on this, that's literally a troll.
Galaxy 2 did it.
Oh, it's a dice. I'm just not understanding what that is. If Galaxy 2 did that, then it's officially not better than this game, and I'm saying that right now.
They both have their problems, but I'd choose Galaxy 2 overall.
Yeah, okay.
At least that game lets you play the levels. This one's like, we'll think about it.
What do you mean? It lets you play the levels.
No, it doesn't. You gotta wait for the comments to come by.
Oh, okay, that's different.
Or for Luigi to get captured.
Oh, that's different. Okay, I thought... Now, you was doing good, Mike. What happened?
They spit you out at enough speed to where you hit that Goomba and you fall off. That wasn't my fault.
No, you can't do that, Mike. I'm sorry. Your gamer grease doesn't... Your gamer grease hasn't, like, activated yet for you to be trying to do all that.
We've arrived at the troll levels.
We're gonna collect these star bits in the meantime. Michael.
Dude, I almost had it. I
don't know why you just don't go the long way, because that's what you're gonna have to do.
Because it takes too much time.
Okay. Now, how many lives have you lost in 1 minute?
Man, less than the game stole away from me.
No, what do you... Okay.
Yeah,
there we
that's
go.
right, Trevor. That's right. That's right.
Okay.
Gamer
grease.
It's gamer time. That's my little, what's it called? My catchphrase. Take a gulp of the gamer greases. It's gamer time.
Hello, gamers. Now, what were you thinking when you tried that?
Oh man, Trevor. You're
starting to act more like me than me. Like, what were you thinking? Got him.
I mean, the last time I did that, I jumped to the middle, so I just thought I could pull it off again, but...
No.
I gotta tell you, doing this with the Wii Remote made a lot more sense than doing it with the Pro Controller. Like, I'm very confused.
Yeah. I can only imagine.
And since it's gyro instead of motion, I
feel like it'd be better if you had...
it was, like, originally motion or...
I feel like you'd be doing better if you had the Joy-Con.
Probably, but like, am I gonna switch controllers for this level and then switch back for the Comet level and then switch back for the other motion?
I think this game feels better to play with the Joy-Con, period, but that's just me.
It definitely feels more like Galaxy, but I don't think that's a good thing. Oh!
Yeah, definitely get away from me. I'm sorry. Matter of fact, I should have been helping you out. I got it. What you doing? What you doing, Mike? Don't do this. Don't do. My gosh.
Well, whenever you need to make small adjustments, that's when it's like it's not happening.
All right, Michael, you at the come on. You're at the finish line almost.
Well,
dude.
if the Goomba's not in the wrong place this time, I'll be okay. But you see how he's like right there to just.
Yes, to give you a headache. Yes. Wait for it. Come on. Wait for it. There we go. Now. Oh yeah, you got to jump up it. Come on. You got to jump up this. Oh. Ha ha. Oh, so you really want to show you got gamer grease in your system, huh?
No, that's what you have to do. You can't jump up there.
You can't?
You cannot.
I thought I've done it before. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm just more gaming than you.
Probably.
Because I've never done that dice thing.
It didn't take me that long. Though. I remember the first time Matthew did this. Took him like an eon.
Oh yeah. So same.
Yeah, I've always been okay at those levels.
Yeah, I got used to them, but like,
because I don't rage against motion controls like most people do.
Well, especially with the controls were very sensitive for me, so it's like that was the thing that really got me. Sometimes it'll like register me shaking when I didn't shake, which will make me, oh my goodness. All right, now where we going next? You want to go to the kitchen?
Blue star in the engine room.
You said blue star in the engine room?
Yeah.
Also, you want to race? Hello, gamers. Oh man. I wish you could just go back and like look at Luigi from afar. go back. Go look. See if you can.
Oh my goodness. I'll do it later.
No, you just passed the engine room, didn't you? Yeah, look at you. Good instincts. What's your favorite room? Oh yeah, you get to do the same race.
What? Come on.
See, this is when the game started getting like, all
right, guys, let's.
Whenever you're literally repeating the same level but backwards, it's like, all right, what are we doing?
Yeah,
because that's what you're doing.
Yep.
Only the difference is the race is different. You're going up now.
They put the whole bug thing in this level, but yeah. You just put more levels in the original B Galaxy, like, you know? You don't have to, like, try and hide it from
they
like,
added
who are they tricking here? Oh, this is new.
Yeah. I really feel like he is slower than the one I went against. Because the Luigi he was going head to head with me when I was playing with Luigi.
Well, Luigi's always better than Mario.
Even the cosmic
Mario's
one?
So slow.
Yeah, long jumping. See, he's not even giving you a threat. Like, I had a threat when I was doing it. I'm just saying. I think, maybe they, I don't know, patched the game and lowered the difficulty. I don't know. But something is afoot. That's all I'm saying.
I'm also definitely faster than you.
What? Ye have jokes.
You know, you can use star bits like all you want. Oh, that's what you really could have done last level.
I think the last game we played co-op. You correct me if I'm wrong. Like co-op together, like throughout the entirety of the game was like Luigi's Mansion 3. Am I wrong? Just me and you?
I think so. Duck Goose Game.
Oh yeah, the Goose Game. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, as far as like a big game.
Yeah, AAA game.
Yeah. There's no co-op AAA games.
Co-op does make the experience better.
The Avengers. We thought that one might be it, but
yeah, that hurt me.
Loop de Swoop.
I am gonna play through that again. I am gonna play through that game again though. I don't know. I may start over too with the Avengers because I did enjoy it. I don't care what all the reviews say.
I wanna give it another go on PS5, assuming that they do all the stuff that they need to do.
Oh, did you hear about it?
Like a complete game.
I think they said the next gen version. They delayed it. Yeah.
Which I mean that's their problem is that they thought they could release a game that was like 40% done, and turns out that people just aren't as enthusiastic about that anymore. Like we've just seen it too many times. You gotta finish the game now, guys.
Yeah.
His course is a monster. I forgot how to play this. I think I hold A.
Well, the funny thing about it is people talk about that game not being great, but then they still rave about Mario Sunshine. When Nintendo didn't fix anything wrong with it. Oh,
yeah,
man.
I mean, yeah, I just think that, but what the Avengers is also asking of you is it's asking like $60 plus they want you to like give you their information and register for a Square Enix account, and they want you to, you know, play online all the time, and they're like demanding of your time to check in and keep logging in, buy cosmetics, and buy, you know, they have a $10 battle pass for every single character. That's crazy.
Well, I don't even know what that means.
Crazy, dog.
What does that mean?
So it's a bunch of like cosmetics and skills and things that you can earn in the game. Now, like the battle pass is adopted from Fortnite, I believe. Might need to check my math on that one, but I'm pretty sure it came from Fortnite.
You're doing really good, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
No, let me not jinx you.
Up.
See,
So it came from Fortnite, and it's basically like every time there's a new Fortnite season, you can spend $10 and it will gamify you earning new cool stuff. So like it'll be like, you know, get 10 KOs to earn this Banana Man costume, or like, you know, you earn points and all that stuff. And so everybody has a battle pass now. Every like online game. The difference with Marvel is that they had a battle pass for every character, meaning if you want to like, it's like if you want to complete that game, the amount of money you would need to spend is kind of insane. So all that, and they you know, for how buggy and unpolished it is, that's where I see like, you know, of course they have no one playing the game still. There's only like,
I think the solo campaign is fine.
the solo campaign's pretty good. Yeah, I had fun.
I love it, and I think the story is like not given as much credit. I really enjoyed the story as well. I think once you start adding in those multiplayer aspects, which they did try to sell you on.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, you know, we kept trying to play it together, and they were like, oh, but this is a multiplayer mission that you can only play with comms. Like, okay, I guess.
Yeah.
And you know, they just kept doing us like that, and we wanted to play the game together, but it just would not really do it.
Yeah.
Let's go to the bedroom.
Oh no, there it is. The bedroom. Yeah, what do you have a favorite like area or no?
It's the garden. That's the only right answer.
Oh yeah, you're gonna love this one.
I do love this one.
Or are you? Oh yeah, no. Oh yeah. You're gonna like this one. I thought it was that other one. When this first was introduced to you, the cosmic one, it was before you'd actually gotten to this part of it, so it's probably a good thing you didn't do the comment when it first came.
What, like it plays on a different level?
No, it would. You didn't do this level when the comment initially showed. You didn't do like this portion. Like you didn't get to the like freezing part when you were jumping all through it and stuff. When we first saw the comment, he was like, "Nah, we're gonna do that later."
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Skibidi-bidi-boop.
See, I feel like this is easier for you to do than actually like jumping through the level. Ah!
Yeah, I love that one. I love that one.
Yeah, you died like 5 times when you tried to like just make it through it, but like racing through it, you like breeze.
Yeah, I forgot how to go faster. I think it's the jumping. I would have made more mistakes, but you know, here we are. At this point, I just want to beat the game. I feel like we've probably experienced the best this game has to offer, but now we just have to beat it so we can see the true ending.
Not an ending, but the true ending.
Yep. Oh, he's got something for me. Luigi get captured again? He's gone.
Hey,
bro.
I know exactly where he is.
Is that the first?
Yeah,
Honeycomb
it's the first
or-
one. It's the first one.
Is it? Yes, it is. Okay.
Yeah, you want to go there? You want to go there first?
I'll do my green star. And
No,
just
don't do it.
knock
Save
that
it.
out.
No, save it. Okay. Don't listen to Trevor. Because you know we still got to do the whole prankster stuff and all that. So
Yeah. So, well, I have to do a level. So the Luigi one I can just do another time when there's no comments. Oh, checkmate.
Okay. Loop this swoop.
Loopy swoop.
You don't remember the colors you did?
No, not at all.
Rolling Gizmo.
I already did the rolling gizmos.
Bubble Blast. Oh yeah, I remember this one.
What is this?
I have so much fun with this one.
Oh my goodness.
I will be over here just enjoying the view.
What is this?
You gotta get one by one, but brother, so have fun. No pressure, Mike. Now,
Oh, the
wait for it.
Splatoon.
Wait for it.
Oh, the Splatoon 2 I played will aid me here.
Now,
West. Whoop.
yeah, you can't just go back to the pipe. You gotta go through that little launch pad right there.
Oh, I'm gonna have to swap for some Joy-Cons. Oh, I didn't bring my Joy-Cons.
No, you didn't. You got it, Mike. You got this. I believe in you.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It just might take me a few more tries. Just need a little more grease.
Come on.
Gamer grease.
Oh, that was simple. Okay. Well, no, but the other one you got to get around. So, are you gonna go for this or no?
No.
Got it. Listen, I'm with you.
What is the game gonna give me that's gonna be worth that?
Wait for it. Yeah. Now. Yeah. All right, keep it going.
Cha-ching. All right, don't sound too happy about this, Mario. It's really not that fun.
Okay. Noise. Okay. All right, Mike, you're on a roll.
All right.
All right, cheerio, Michael. Now, you just want to keep going down there. Right, under there. Keep it going. Make it to that launch pad right there.
So unnatural with the Pro Controller.
Oh, but you're doing a great
I'm glad
job.
they give you the option.
Doing
though.
a great job, sir. Great
I could
job.
have seen them just not letting you use the Pro Controller for
Doing
this
a
game.
really, really good job. So you just want to keep on going over there.
I feel like this one's actually pretty easy. Remember though.
Now, it's going to get harder, but don't you worry about it. Now, keep going. Stop it. Yes.
What kind of accent are you doing,
Good
man?
choice. It's somewhere between Australian and British. I'm trying to understand it myself. Oh, good job. Yeah, yes. Stop. Go. Those walls are saying you shall not pass, but you're going to pass.
And what if there was a comment on this level? Just do it fast.
Oh, that would be hilarious. You have 2 minutes. I like stuff like that, but see, because at least the times in this game aren't like crazy, and like Jack and Daxter, they give you like 10 seconds for a mission. You remember that? Like Jack 3.
It's been a decade.
Yeah, and yet you remember it more than I never finished Jack 3.
I finished 2 of them, And Matthew beat the Precursor Legacy. Well, I think I beat it enough. That's like a Mario 64 kind of deal where they you collect orbs and you can beat the game with a certain amount of them. But I can't remember if I got them all or not.
Nice.
But yeah, I beat all those games. I liked them quite a bit. Quite a bit.
Now this is gonna be the part that you love.
More of a Jack guy than a Crash guy, if I'm being honest.
I like Daxter. Oh, sorry. Yeah. I get that. Crash is.
I mean, they are very different games, but I just think.
Yeah, this is the part you're gonna love right here because he chases you the entire time. Oh, I can stop him though. You're so lucky. I'm sorry, because I'm gonna be honest. I think you would have died a little bit more if you didn't have me, because it is harder.
For sure. For sure.
It's harder when you don't have somebody to have your back.
Especially with the Pro Controller.
Yeah, I'm definitely more of a Jack and Daxter guy myself, because I've actually played through like two of those games.
Yeah, I really liked the third one. Second one was cool selectively. It's just some of the levels were awful. And then the tone of the game was atrocious. Well, like cool guy, tough guy, Jack with the beard is like, okay, guys. Okay,
maybe I should just play that someday. Maybe I should just watch all the cutscenes of Jack and Daxter and Jak 2 again, and then just finally like play through and beat Jak 3 someday. Because I'm not gonna play through all I'm not gonna play through all 3 games again. Come on, I got a life.
Well, especially the first one. The first one's like very long and I don't think very worth it. Because the first one was kind of like a Mario, and I don't think they did a great job on the first one, but the second one adding in
it was fine.
But the second one took inspiration from Ratchet and Clank, and I think that's when it got really good.
So did Naughty Dog ever, they're the ones that made Crash Bandicoot, right? Or
originally, yeah.
You think they'll never do that again?
Never again. I don't think so. I mean, I'm sure everybody who worked on that stuff originally is gone now. Let's
go to the garden. Yeah.
Which is kind of the funny thing about Retro Studios doing Metroid Prime is that like everybody who made the Metroid Prime games originally, they're gone, dude. I mean, there's not really much that you're gonna get from them. Like they all moved on to other companies. Because that's usually what happens in the game industry. Like most people are on contracts. It's like movies where you just move from project to project.
Yeah. Well, back in the day, movie studios used to sign you to a contract back in the day.
Yeah.
I mean, well, there's some things like Marvel.
Yeah.
A 5-picture deal, which is why, Yeah.
Yeah, that's also like a new thing though, like a continued universe. A lot of other times, I mean, even Marvel, they just replace people. They don't care.
Yeah. You're gonna like this one.
So it's the same thing, but I think I've got one life. Yeah.
Yes. That's a Daredevil level. That's what the last level of spoiler alert for Galaxy 2 is. It's like a level. It's like when you only have one life, but you're going through like 3 or 4 to 5 levels. It's like it's nuts. I did that all night.
Yeah, Mario Odyssey is a level that's similar to this concept, except you don't only have one life, and I think I appreciate that because the whole like not getting hit aspect doesn't add that much.
I mean, one thing I will say is, I guess it separated the.
Right, move the cursor out of the way.
The boys.
Bam, my boy. Let's go. Boys from the men.
Boys from the men, the wannabe gamer to the gamer. Because let me tell you, buddy, I was sitting up in my robe the whole night trying to beat that thing. Michael was like, "Yeah, Trevor, you could not it's okay." Okay, no. I cannot sleep until I beat this level. And it was cool.
Well, I was telling him it's okay not to beat games because that's where I stopped playing that game. Oh! This would be the part I lose on.
Yeah. I'm not really willing to play through any game for like 100 hours. I'm just saying. Because that's a lot of time.
Well, it has to be like a game that's really special to you. And how can you how can you check if a game's going to be special to you? But, well, and I think the bigger problem is a lot of games will be that special to you, but you just still won't have time. Like I would have loved to finish Octopath Traveler. I really like that game, but I just can't. I just can't.
It just depends. It really depends on the game. Like Final
I'm talking
Fantasy,
to someone who's like, does a lot of gameplay stuff for a living. Like that is the job. And I still don't have time for some of these games because they're so long.
Yeah, that's a fact.
We need to play this part like Weenie Hut General.
Yeah, like. Yeah, like that's the one thing even about Avengers, right? I was happy. The one thing I was happy about is that it was just 12 hours. Basically.
Yeah, I like short games. I think every game should be short because most people run out of ideas and they just start repeating them, a la this. Like you see what we're doing right now?
Yeah.
This is the same level except we can't get hit. This is what passes for content at the back half of the game. Now, people would say that this is, a game that's like blah, blah, blah hours, but I mean, it's only got so many hours of fresh ideas and then it starts repeating them.
Yeah, well, that's, yeah.
But yeah, if it's like, I don't know, dude.
But if it's something special, like you say, yeah, I'll muster it. Digimon, the one thing about it is that I grew up on Digimon, so I went through that. And it was a cool game. Like otherwise I wouldn't have played it, right? And I'm glad I did because I haven't played through a Digimon game. I mean,
I don't remember.
I did it in like college.
My boy.
Yeah, I did it in like college. There was a Digimon game I played through, but like
doing no tricks. You're playing Weenie Hut style.
Yeah.
I love these crystals. There's such a cool thing in these games.
How do you feel about the whole Luma thing, Luma needing to recharge thing? We didn't really have that with like Mario 64. You can just kind of just hit. You can do like a 3-hit combo, it seems.
Yeah, it's a little silly. Especially because you could just jump and cancel it.
Yeah, I kind of didn't like that when I first played this game.
They should just have it. Yeah, I mean, they should just have it where if you overuse the move, Mario gets dizzy.
I kind of missed the punch and kick. I don't know how you feel. Do you prefer the spin or the punch kick combo?
Well, but in the context of it being a Wii game, it makes more sense for it to be a spin because the way you did it was you swung the Wii remote. So, yeah, I mean, swinging it back and forth to do punch punch kick would be not great. And then they also drop it in Odyssey because you just throw the hat instead, which also makes sense for that game. But also they just don't want Mario punching people.
But yeah. I don't know.
Not in those games because they got to rate it higher if Mario starts punching people.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, no, back to it. Like, yeah, some games I know that are great games. I'm like, yeah, I'll never play it just because the time I would have to sink into playing it. I'm cool. Oh, nice.
This seems like an idea that they had that they stopped here. Because you notice you find Luigi in like a lot of the first levels.
Yes. Now they could have put him in the backwards one like you thought. That would have actually made sense. Kind of, sort of.
Okay, I think he's on this tree that my star icon's on, right? Okay.
Yeah. He's like this way. On the left side.
Okay. I'm telling you, man, go crazy with the star bits. We've got as much as we'll ever need in this game. So, shoot one at that guy. You see how satisfying that is? When you're doing the other part of this game, you best believe I'm gonna be wasting some star bits.
Man, buddy.
All right, you want to give me a boost? One, 2, 3.
Nice. There he goes. That's so funny.
Oh, wow. Hey, bro. This tree's in the way of the camera. He's doing something back there. All right, there we go. Yeah! I love this animation with Luigi popping in.
Yeah. Ouija. Yeah.
20 more to go. We're closing in, Trevor.
We are. Ah.
We've completed everything in the terrace.
Nice. So where do you want to go? You want to go to the...
You're going to be cooking in that kitchen, boy?
Or the Ghostly Galaxy?
In the kitchen? You know your boy likes to whip up a treat?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm in this place in my life now where I like... Because, you know... Michael, I would buy some games just to support. Like, oh man, I just want to support this. But like, now I'm in this place, like, the first thing I have to ask myself before I get a game is, well, all right, okay, do you see yourself playing this anytime soon or ever? If the answer isn't an immediate yes, I'm not buying it.
I mean, also, it's okay to just, like, sample a game and play a little bit of it. But, you know, some games, like, will suck you in and then you'll play through half of it and then you forget what happens in the story. That's the problem I have with most RPG games. Like, I've played through over half of Tales of Symphonia, but I will never find time to do
I don't want
more
to.
of that.
Well, first off, I feel like you're disrespecting my life when you tell me it's a 200-hour game. I'm not putting 200 hours in anything now. Pokemon has been in a collective 300 or something hours.
Well, at least there's something to do at the end of Pokemon, you know? Like the thing with Pokemon that's cool is that at the end of all that, you can do competitive battles.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I appreciate not making me run through the entire level again.
Yeah, they really
Thank
helped you. They helped you with that one.
Thank you.
Oh, see, I bet you won't try to do the whole like 8 ghost thing. I bet you won't.
I mean, I don't think it's possible. He doesn't spit out that many ghosts.
Just let them collect over time.
I don't think that's... I think they just disappear.
Well, oh yeah, he's my favorite boss, hands down. Bouldergeist. See, that's something like, come on. Maybe they should connect with Pokemon and have them do some design. That'd be cool. A ghost and rock type. Woo!
Look out!
I don't think we've ever seen that, right? A ghost and rock type Pokemon.
I don't think. Yeah, I feel like it's happened to someone.
Nah, ghost and ground is a Golurk, right?
No. I feel like that. Honestly, I feel like they're trying to, like, you know, slow down on how much stuff they're doing in Pokemon so people won't get their expectations too high. Because, like, there's a bunch of those type combinations that they've never done that would be super interesting. Like, I don't think they've done anything with fire and water, but it's only going to be a big deal the first time, and then after that, it's not.
Yeah. I don't know,
and
man.
So once they do that, like, you know, well, you played your cards.
Nice. Took out a hand, then you hit him where he stands. More floats. I don't know what you want to call it, but
whoa!
Good reflexes. Did you like Sun and Moon?
Yeah. That was
liked
really impressive for a 3DS game.
I actually liked it. Now, X and Y, I'm not gonna.
I was cornered,
Michael. Yeah, X and Y, I'm not even gonna front you. That was like my least excited one, but I actually liked Sun and Moon. I thought they tried to do something.
The first time I played through X and Y, I really liked it, but yeah, like, I think most of the game's appeal is like, oh, Pokemon, new system, first time 3D, first time world release.
Dude, even the starters wasn't, like, with the exception of Greninja.
Yeah, I remember ending that game with 3 Pokemon in my party because I could not find anyone that I liked.
Wait. Who were the starters in Sun and Moon? I think those are actually my least favorite starters.
That was Incineroar and Owl Guy.
No. So never mind. X and Y then. No, I like Greninja.
X and Y is like almost undisputed the worst set of starters.
I did like
maybe Greninja. 5th gen. 5th gen was also rough.
Yeah, no 5th gen had the worst starters. Because at least
I don't even know what Samurott is. He looks like someone that the Digimon people came up with and were like, he looks too weird.
Yeah. No, he's not like, yeah, no. No,
But
yeah,
a lot of guys in 5th gen looked a little more like Yu-Gi-Oh! Digimon-esque.
Well, yeah, but 5th gen was really. I did like 5th gen overall. That was the last, like, I would say pretty debatably like great one.
Oh yeah, the DS generation Pokemon was great.
You know, that was a really good. It's just now the starters were like, and I think somebody said that I saw in a video, like starters are like the first. They're basically the first impression of what this is going to be. So it's very important. Like if people like
can I break these?
Are excited or like the starters, right? The starters in Gen 5 weren't that great, but the overall game was pretty good. The starters in Sun and Moon, Greninja, and I actually not Greninja, not Sun and Moon, but X and Y. The starters in X and Y, Greninja, I mean Undisputed, pretty cool. I even like the Magician. I did.
It's cooler on paper than it is in reality.
Yes. Well, the problem is,
it's like, oh, it's a ninja and a knight and a magician.
Well, that's the problem too. Like that's what I think that's been talked about in Pokemon as well. Pokemon has gotten into this habit of they've been thinking they get so lost in trying to make a character that they lose sight of actually making just an amazing Pokemon. Like I feel like they let the gimmick. As somebody told me, like as I'm like getting into more writing and stuff like that, when you get lost in the gimmick.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I mean that is like Pokemon design now in a nutshell. They're just like, you get it. He's a soccer player. He's got like he's got pants and the ball just like a soccer player does, and it's like we get it. It's just not that cool.
Yeah, and he's not a cool Pokemon.
Like Rillaboom, he's a drummer. He's got drums. It's like there's not a creature that should exist that this creature's existence revolves around playing drums.
But that Pokemon Sword and Shield, I really feel like the starters represent something so great to me. Because the starters, the first form represents Pokemon in the nutshell. Where you start off with something just beautiful and pure. Because we all like those first. I liked Score Bunny, right?
Oh yeah, they did a great job on the first forms. Then after that, they were just like, let's just like pour spaghetti sauce in our eyes and just see what the first thing we think of is after that.
Started with something beautiful and pure, and by the end, by the third form, you're like, I don't know who those are anymore.
Yeah, it's like this is not the Grookey I grew. This is just a funny joke.
Oh, if there was any way I could just make Score Bunny as strong as its final form, I wouldn't use the final form. Even though I do like the Gigantamax version of it.
Okay, I can go to the fountain and do one. Eventually, they start to like kind of loop where they give you options.
The Gigantamax versions, like the G-Max version of I don't see. That's the sad part. I don't even remember his name. Cinderace. Cinderace. I like the G-Max version of Cinderace and even Inteleon, right? But
yeah, I mean Rillaboom even looks a little bit better, but I mean it's still like
Rillaboom.
They
really
still like
heart,
really
man.
overdo the thing. Now he's got big drums. Just like okay.
But first off, I want to know who started the whole gorilla and drum thing, right? Like, cause
it's that they have like this whole like rock theme going throughout Sword and Shield, and so they just commit too hard to that. Where they, that's where like Toxtricity comes from, and Toxtricity's cool. He doesn't have to like, throw up rocker hands for us to get the joke. Like we get it. I mean, it's like, there's a little bit of respect and subtlety.
Yeah. Well, Toxtricity.
Are they doing? Like, how many ways are they gonna slice this level, dude? Or I guess this is Top Maniac, not Top Man Tribe. Okay, I'm getting my tops confused.
It's the same thing, basically, though.
You said, not me.
Yeah, it's the same thing. I'm sorry, guys. And I love this game. It's arguably my favorite 3D Mario game. I don't even know if I can say that anymore. I really enjoy this, but now I'm starting to be like you. I'm starting to think 3D World is mine.
3D World is the most underrated Mario game in existence. Like the amount of clowning people do on that because it's not in space is astounding to me.
Even though this is a beauty,
Yeah,
I do
because it's not in space.
I do love this game though. Like
It's great. It's great.
It
But
has
3D World is a million. I just. Ugh.
I wouldn't say a million, but it's.
I would rather play 3D World 5 more times than play this again. Not to say
I'm
this
not
game
gonna
is
say
bad or anything like that, but that's just how much more I like 3D World.
3D World was a fun game. Before I even started playing it with you guys, I really just enjoyed playing it on my own. I used to play it every day.
You can go faster in 3D World. You can play a level again and be like, okay, can I do that better? Can I do that faster? Can I skip this jump by doing this maneuver with the cat suit? And there's just none of that in this game. You have the long jump and you have the spin, and that's it.
And that's another game too. All right, now I don't think we have to do the back and forth thing anymore. Maybe. But yeah, no, and another thing about it as well is like, also with 3D World, it's a game I went in wanting to hate. That's the funny thing about it.
Yeah, well, that's where everybody started. It's like, it's not Galaxy 3. I don't want it.
Well, not even, that wasn't even it with me. I was just clowning it just from the cat aspect. Yeah, I'm like, what is this? But I played that game and I'm like, oh man, this is fun. This is fun. That's why when like y'all told me like the purpose of that game is like for multiplayer. That's when you get the most out of it. I didn't see that because I'm somebody who used to play it every day on his own. And you know me, I honestly would prefer to play a game by myself than I don't like having to depend on playing with other people. So
I'm fine with it if the game is designed like that, because you can just get like a different type of game going. And that's when you try and do both, you get the Avengers problem where it's like it's not really great at either. It's just like pretty good at both.
Beachcombing for poker coins. Oh yeah.
This would be so much more fun if they let you use the flying suit.
Yeah.
But this is gonna take like forever.
What are we talking? Oh yeah, we got passionate talking about Pokemon, and we both love Pokemon. That's the thing about it too. Like I don't think you can find it. Probably there are a few people out there who love Pokemon as much as me and Michael do.
Oh my gosh, the amount of time and energy I've spent on.
I arguably like majored in undergrad in Pokemon. Like I'm telling you.
Ooh, that was a cool jump off of that Mario, my boy.
Yeah, I always love that part
taking
too.
Some notes from Sonic.
Yeah, no. I love Pokemon. I spent so much time in college, like playing Pokemon in my free time. And guess what games I was playing? Even though X and Y was out, I probably was still putting more time in Black 2 and White 2. Yeah. Did they ever make a third game to X and Y?
I don't think so.
Wow, I'm just not noticing that because usually every game they'll have a third edition of it.
Yeah, I do wonder what happened with that. With Sun and Moon, they really with Black 2 and White 2, they realized something sinister, that they could make two versions of a third version and sell more copies that way because there's that small group of people who buy both. Just like, why do you guys have to do that? The third version is supposed to be like, for those who didn't jump in originally, they feel like they can, really jump in now because look at this version. It even has a bunch of new content.
Do you think they're going to make a third version for Sword and Shield, or do you think the DLC is just going to count for that?
Well, they said in the announcement trailer that was their idea for a third version. But also I wouldn't put it past them for just repackaging the game with like 3 hours of content and calling it a new game. That sounds very cynical, but that's literally what Ultra Sun was. And
this is
I don't like the way in Black and White where they positioned it as a sequel to the other game. Now, I mean, story-wise, they did do some stuff, but it's like, dude, you're going through the same exact map. There's no new Pokemon. There's like, except for like the Fusion Legendary, like that's just not a great way to market your game.
Yeah. I would put it like this.
Especially one that already does as well as Pokemon. It's like they don't need to do any of these crazy marketing tricks to sell copies because, like, it's Pokemon. It no matter what, it will sell more than, like, most games.
Well, put it like this. This is how bad it is. When a certain business was going out of business, they had that game on sale for like 40% off. I could have got that game. And Pokemon games never go on sale. That's basically a fact.
Oh yeah, in fact they get more expensive as time goes on. I mean, like there's a lot of the Game Boy ones that you would have to spend like $40 to get when they originally retailed for like $35.
Oh yeah, used copies.
Yeah.
Like,
And there's such a huge counterfeiting ring too for Pokemon games where people make fake copies of games like Sapphire and so on and so forth. And you have to be really careful buying them on eBay, but that's like the only place you can really buy them because Nintendo doesn't like resell them at all.
yeah.
And I mean it's just kind of crazy, dude.
But I could have got the game for $28, and I still was like, I'm okay. I'm okay. Ultra Sun and Ultra
Are we
Moon.
talking about Ultra Sun? Yeah.
Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's really no there. So at the very end of the game, there is a cool set of battles that you can do with every previous big boss. So you can fight Giovanni, you can fight the Team Magma leader, and they've got like cool Mega Evolved Pokemon. It's good fun. In the legendary that they have in that game, there's a cool little set piece. But we're talking collectively. As far as content that's entirely new to the experience, I think we're probably talking like maybe 2 hours. And the bummer is that to experience that stuff, you have to play through the entire game again. And there's other differences, but I think a lot of the differences are worse. Like instead of in Sun and Moon where you go to do the water trial and there's that boss battle where you have to fight the Wishy-Washy.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty hard because that's a strong Pokemon when it's in the schooling form and you're pretty early on into the game. I really like that. They replaced it with like I think it was Dupiter, or that water spider Pokemon, and it's not anywhere near as difficult. So I'm like, what are you guys doing? You're just like,
Yeah.
What are we doing here, guys? We're like, this isn't even as good as the original.
I don't know if there's any more down there, but don't quote me on that.
But they're trying to make it different. I feel like there's one right in here with mystery. I can't see because the game doesn't let you.
Yeah, I don't think there is one.
Yeah,
I don't think that's just a life, dude. Yeah, no, I'm with you. Like, yeah, that's how it really was. I didn't. That's the one Pokemon game I didn't get, and I usually get the 3rd edition. I'm usually a sucker for that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always looking for an excuse to play Pokemon. I mean, I've played through some of the other ones. The amount of times that I played through Leaf Green on my Game Boy Advance, dude, like they should have made a Ocean Blue or something like that, because like your boy would have been there.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I mean, I definitely I got red as a kid, but I also got yellow. I've literally gotten every 3rd version of a game except Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Like facts. So yeah, man, no. But yeah, just a lesson learned. I hope Pokemon. My dream.
Well, now we all bought the 3rd version because they just packaged it as DLC.
It's a DLC. Yeah.
Now you're getting a lot more content from that than you would in most 3rd editions, but yeah, I mean, and I agree. I think that's a cooler way to do it because then, if you're coming late to the party, I think they're gonna sell a cheaper version of all that package. I think you can buy all 3 for like all the DLC in the game for $60.
Yeah, if that's the case.
Or you would hope. I don't actually know if that's gonna be the deal.
Yeah. No, man. I mean, it's a great lesson though. Being a lover of a series, it's like, yeah, I know what not to do, because that's an example of like people losing the heart of what they were doing. Like I feel like even though they still make it, and Sword and Shield, like as far as even Matthew, I haven't seen him be excited about so many Pokemon in a long time. Like he likes a lot of Pokemon in Sword and Shield.
Yeah, they really nailed that part of the game. Just not the like make it feel modern part.
And the funny thing is, the way, if anybody could have saw, I wish we could have recorded the way me and Michael reacted when we saw Let's Go. We gave it such heat.
Oh yeah, I was just like, no way, this can't be what they're doing with Pokemon. It can't look like that, and it just like looked like
I think
4% better.
I think in some aspects, I think Let's Go looks better.
Honestly, I mean, they have more animation work that they do with like the Pokemon that you can turn into mounts and stuff like that. And they eventually added in walking Pokemon,
and that's great.
In the DLC, which is cool. It's just they follow you 6,000 feet behind you, so you can't really see the animations unless you're walking slowly and purposefully. But we're just gonna tuck that away.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
I love
hard.
how you can see the other parts of the galaxy here. Like I see that Thwomp challenge.
Yeah.
Waiting for that Daredevil or.
Yeah, there's a speed version of that. Yep.
I like this one where I can fall off with the slinky suit.
Yeah, that's why I don't like the slinky suit, because whenever you need to use it, it's a very dire situation. I don't like it.
Yeah, with nice little camera adjustments happening in real time. Thanks, guys.
But yeah, at this point, I'll take a Pokemon game if they just.
Please tell me there's no
Just give me a Pokemon game with Pokken tournament graphics. I'll take it. But giving me these like upres 3DS graphics, I'm not down for it.
Yeah, which is the funny thing is like the reason they can't do Pokken tournament graphics is because there's too many Pokemon.
Yeah, that's one over there.
So you're like, well, I guess they should start cutting some Pokemon. They did it anyway without making it look any better.
Yeah, there's a tree over there that has it. You saw it?
No,
it's over there.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, man.
Boy needs a coin.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was something that was funny. It's just like, well, they can't do that with 700 Pokemon. And they're like, actually, there's only 400. Oh man,
and
which I'm fine with. If you cut the Pokemon for like an important reason, I'm all for it. But like, you can't have your cake and eat it too, where you cut the Pokemon and it doesn't really look all that much better. Because I mean, in most cases they just took the models that they already made and just kind of like up-res them.
If they only had 400 Pokemon in the game, but they actually had animations for each one, and battle animations, I'll take it.
Yeah, which they did add some animation work in like the eating mini game, but also that's like not exactly what we're asking for. Like that's the type of thing you check into a couple times and then you're done. I see you, purple coin.
You do?
You're mine.
Ha. Who is your? Oh yeah, I know yours. I was about to ask him who his favorite Pokemon was from this last generation, and it's definitely Cramorant.
I've got a lot of favorites though. It was a great generation in terms of like Pokemon creation, and then you have to take into consideration all the forms that they created. I like the whole Dynamax, Gigantamax concept much more than Mega Evolution.
Mega Evolution's ruined the metagame.
Yeah, well, it like creates this identity crisis for the Pokemon, where like are they the Pokemon or are they the Mega form? Yeah, competitively speaking, they're the Mega form.
Yeah, no, literally, like the metagame, all you saw were like Metagrosses and who else?
Mawile.
Yeah, well, Mawile. I mean, that was a Blaziken effect right there. You saw Mawile go from like nothing to Uber.
Mawile is an objectively terrible Pokemon.
Yeah,
which is not good.
But with that typing plus huge power, I think that's the name of it, where it like doubles its attack.
Yep.
And it only has 2 weaknesses. Oh no, Fairy as well. Fairy changed the metagame, bro. I'm sorry, we're like geeking out over Pokemon right now. I hope everybody listening
loves
Pokemon and knows what it's about.
If you don't,
I'm sorry.
I hope you like purple coin rolls.
But yeah, they gave megas to people who, with the exception of like Mawile, but like, how about you get Deli?
I like how they fixed some Pokemon, but then they gave other Pokemon Mega Evolution.
Yeah, Metagross need one, and I love Metagross, but Metagross need one. Yeah. Delibird needs one.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's where I feel like they always put all their work in. It's just like, we gotta, what's the gimmick this time around? What's the fun gimmick? It's like, the gimmick is Pokemon, dude. The gimmick is Pokemon. Pokemon Go is nothing special in the gameplay department. It's just Pokemon in a place where you want Pokemon. I want Pokemon on my phone.
Dude,
that's it.
I didn't play that thing until like last year, and you guys had to force me. I never got on the Pokemon.
And we forced you, and then all of a sudden you were like, hooked on it.
I only did Pokemon Go that day, dude.
Well, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like there were a couple days after where I was hearing the stuff you're talking about, but I get it. I mean, you don't have to play every game forever for them to be like good. That's the funny criticism a lot of people have about Pokemon Go. They're like, man, I only played that for like 8 months. Yeah. Like, okay, so it sounds like you had a good time.
Yeah, but Pokemon Go, the impact of Pokemon Go, people were like getting
Mario
hit by cars playing
do as
Pokemon.
I command.
Yeah, no, have fun with this one. This one is literally a trip. And if you miss one, you basically just got to start over.
I know, that's...
Like right now, Michael is doing it.
Love this purple coin challenge. They just love this set piece. They make you do it for the Luigi level. They make you do a level on it. regularly, and now they have me doing this.
Oh, see, Michael is doing exceptionally well, and that's because he remembers this course.
Honestly, I'm getting kind of lucky because Mario's doing some crazy stuff where he starts running in circles, where the game gets confused at like what part of the whole gravity system you're in.
Yeah. Yeah, get ready for it. Backflip. Yeah. Incredibly lucky my left foot. Whatever. I can't tell you how many times I had to do that. Like, nah.
Oh, I'm right there with you. The same thing happened to me very frequently in my first 100% run of this game.
It seems like we should have more stars.
I think we've mostly got purple coin ones left, and then a couple of daredevils and a couple of
Yeah, but we still got 25 stars, dude. Well, no, 25. Oh, no, 15. Oh, yeah, never mind.
We're in the home stretch. But yeah, that's where we're going to end this one. Join us next time as we grab the rest of the stars.